morning, Seth and Casey and Abigail. This is Monday morning. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I don't know what you did, but I hope you were able to do something fun. Maybe you went fishing, maybe you were outside, maybe you read a book in the hammock. I don't know what you did. Maybe you baked cookies. I hope you had something fun to do, but this is Monday, and I think you probably know what we do on Mondays. Usually, we read. Remember that. Are you guys reading? Should read just for a little bit before you start school. But when 9 o'clock comes around, it's usually math time. So I hope you're excited about that. Your lesson for today, your new part is fun. I enjoy this lesson. It's very short and not hard to understand. It's getting you ready again for algebra. You guys know you have algebra coming next year. Hope you're excited about that. But the lesson today is talking about special kinds, or they call it sets of numbers. And the first set that they talk about is counting numbers. And counting numbers are what we count with. When you say count to 10, what do? We start at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's called counting numbers, but you don't have to stop with 10. You would write it like 1, 2, 3, ... That means as far as you can go. These are counting numbers. Now, the difference between counting and whole is you have 0. Whole numbers are, 0 is a whole number plus any positive number. So anything on the positive line, starting with 0 and going on. As far as you can go, doesn't stop. So you have counting numbers that start with 1, then you have whole numbers that start with 0, and then you have integers. Integers include negative and positive numbers. So you have 0, 1, 2, 3, and anything beyond, and then you have -1, -2, -3, and as far down here as you can go. So the difference between integers and any of these other numbers, they're including the negative numbers. So the 3 sets that you're learning today are counting, and that's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and anything beyond. And you need to always have the dots, because that tells anybody that's looking at your paper that the numbers go on. This means an infinite number, infinite set of numbers. A whole number starts with 0, and then any positive number, again dots, meaning that keeps on going. And then integers are 0, and it goes, just think of a number line. 0, anything negative, anything positive, as far as you can go. Those are called integers. All of these are infinite sets of numbers, but the set of counting numbers is a subset of the sets of whole numbers and integers. The set of whole numbers is a subset of the set of integers. Okay, we learned about sets, subsets, that kind of thing. What they're explaining to you is these numbers are a subset of this. In other words, these numbers are in the whole numbers. And the whole numbers, both of these, are in this set of numbers. So they're called subsets of integers. All right, if you go over to page 7, it says circle each number that belongs to the set. So the first one they have is whole numbers, and your options are, and you see I don't have my glasses, and that is not a good thing because I am straining to see if there are negative signs, so I may read something off. Please pardon the teacher. Anyway, the whole numbers, your options are 8, a -25, 0, 9.5, 72, and then also 2/3. Now I will tell you, none of these numbers are they including fractions. These are 0, 1, 2, nothing in between, okay? So, and then also decimals. There's no decimals on any of these numbers, okay? It's only the number. Just a hint. So on your whole numbers, it starts with 0 and anything positive. So how about positive 8? Seth, what do you think? Is that included in the whole number? Pretty sure it would be on down here somewhere. I think I would circle that one. How about negative 25? No negative numbers in the whole numbers. How about 0? Yes. 9.5. There's no decimals. 72. We don't have 72 on here, but he's down here somewhere. Yes, he needs to be circled. Integers, which is this line. Casey, what do you think? Positive 8? I think he's down here. How about negative 25 down here? Yes. How about 0? Yes. 9.5? Nope, no decimals. 72? Yes. 2/3? No, no fractions. Counting numbers, right here we start with 1. When you count, do you put 8 in there, Abigail? I would count 8, yes. Negative 25, no negatives. Do we count with 0? Nope, don't use 0. 9.5, no decimals. 72? Yes, ma'am. 2/3, no fractions. All right? I would ask you guys, do you have any questions, but you're going to have to holler really loud for me to hear. So I don't think that's even an option. But you know where I am if you have questions. I looked at your lesson. You have one thing I wanted to talk to you on page 8, number 18. You're supposed to choose the correct equation. Now, just read it carefully. It says Raymond raises twice as much corn as soybeans. All right, so he's got corn and he raises, he's got soybeans. Let's say X is soybeans. He's got twice as much corn as soybeans. So how would you write twice as much? And if he raises a total of 78 acres of corn and soybeans, okay, so if all these together equals 78. Think about that when you choose your equation. Would you multiply these two together or would you add them? Think about total, okay? Over on page 10, you have on top of page 32, it says find the area of the irregular figure. If I would be you guys, I would divide that odd shaped thing up into 3 rectangles. Draw lines straight down and determine the lengths on the different sides. There might be some numbers missing, but you should be able to figure them out. And I would get the area of each rectangle and add them all together. Number 34 is a logic problem. It's a credit, extra credit. I will give you 2 points extra credit if you do that one. And down on number 43 is another extra credit. I will give you 1 point if you do that one. And number 35 says use a fractional equivalent of the percent to solve this problem. Okay, so what's the fractional equivalent of 66 2/3? Can you come up with the fractional equivalent? What fraction equals 66 2/3? If you think really hard, I bet you'll come up to 2/3. Try it. It's fairly simple if you use 2/3. All right. Have a great day. Hope it all goes well. See ya.